I received an order for this pendant with a mustard seed tree and cherry blossoms with gold leaf inside. I will be crafting it from scratch, so if you're curious to see how it's done, follow me along. I will be listing all the tools that I'm using in the description box, but basically I'm using wire, cutting pliers, regular pliers, and anything long and thin. You can also use a chopstick. Next, I'm cutting my wire into 8 to 10 pieces, depending on how thick the tree should be at the end. I think I cut 9, and I made them around 14 centimeters of length. Then I'm twisting them at the end, but I'm not twisting them all the way up, only around 4 centimeters. Then I put my stick in the middle between half of the wires and start wrapping tightly around it. I also don't wrap all the way up. I leave a good part of the wire unwrapped, and I'm using pliers here because I don't have the strength in my fingers to wrap this tight. Now I'm going to be splitting the remaining wire on top into 2 pieces each, and I will be wrapping 2 pieces of wire together, and I'll do that with each piece. If you have an uneven number like me, you can just leave 1 wire unwrapped. So I should have cut my wire a little bit here because it's in my way. I'm going to do that soon. It really helps to cut them shorter at this point. You don't have to wrap them all the way up. As you can see, I still have a lot of space. And now I'm unwrapping it again, but only halfway because this will create a nice branch shape. But I still leave some of it wrapped. And then I'm just adjusting the branches of the tree to my liking. As you can see, I'm just twisting them a bit to see what looks good. Then I am flipping my tree to the other side and I unwrap my roots of the tree. And here too, I'm just kind of moving them around to see what looks good. Now this tree is still too big for my round silicone shape, so I have to take off some length of the branches and of the roots as well. I forgot to mention that at some point I took off my little stick that I had in the middle. The reason I put it there is that it creates that little hole in which I will put my mustard seed, and during my bending and twisting process the hole almost closed up, so I'm refreshing it a bit with my stick. A chopstick is very good for this, especially if it's a metal one, but a wooden one will do as well. And now we are testing if it fits in the silicone mold. And this one is poking my mold a little bit, and I don't want it to poke my mold because it might damage it or stretch it, and then my circle won't be even. So I adjusted it, tested it out again, and this one fitted perfectly. Now the fun part, picking the flowers for the resin cast. I'm picking these little pink flowers that look like cherry blossom flowers and my mustard seed. Mixing my resin. I like using A and B component resin. I'm not the biggest fan of UV resin because it has a tendency to become yellow, so I always prefer mixing my resin. Getting rid of some bubbles. And here I'm using a blowtorch carefully to get rid of the bubbles on the surface. So let's place this little tree in there and start decorating with the mustard seed and with the little flowers. I really like this type of pendant because it looks a little bit difficult, but it's actually fairly easy to make, and it looks really good. Like, it's a very beautiful, and it doesn't even require that much practice or skill, just a little bit of knowledge that I'm giving you here. So just mixed my gold leaves and a separate little drop of resin, and now I'm trying to arrange it in a harmonic pattern here. Getting rid of the bubbles, and fast forward 24 hours later, I am taking my pendant out of the mold, and we're gonna give it a nice top coat. I gave it a top coat on both sides of the pendant, which gives it a very nice and shiny finish. And now I'm just gonna attach my key ring so we can ship it to California. This one goes. In a moment you will see that the sides of this resin pendant are really clear and shiny. They don't naturally come out of this from the mold like that unless the mold is really new and even, but I did polish this one a little bit. It's not in this video, but I have plenty of other shorts that show how you can polish the sides of a pendant to make it shiny like that. But that's it for now, and see you next time.